Hey, my name's Jeanette, and I am a Royal with Senegence. I have been doing this for 7 months now, since March 26th, and I am having so much fun with this, and I just wanted to share with you a little bit of information about signing up just for the discount. So, as you may or may not already know, Senegence has a minimum or a maximum amount that we can give as a discount to our customers, and that is 15%. So if you want more than 15%, what you can do is sign up to be a Senegence distributor. There are two options with that, and I'm going to go over those real quick, and then I'm going to go into one in a little more detail. So it's $55 to sign up for a distributor account, and it's $55, but to be just totally upfront with you, it's like $64 because they send you a whole bunch of information in a huge box, and so that's like $8, something like that, in shipping. So it's going to be like $64 total out of your pocket, and that is going to be for an entire year, and I'll explain the only requirement for that to keep that active. So there's two options. The first option is you can sign up. I'm sorry, I'm reading off my notes here because I don't want to miss anything. You can sign up just flat out for the discount, and you can basically, you've got automatic 20% off. Anything that you order, whether it's one product or 1,000 products, it's going to be flat 20% minimum always. You can sell to your friends and family if you'd like to. Some people do that. I signed up specifically. I told the gal that I signed up under, who was actually one of my best friends, I told her, I don't really want to sign up anybody right now. I don't really plan on doing this as like a side gig or a full-time job or anything like that. And that's totally fine if you want to do that. It did not work out that way for me at all, and I'll kind of briefly explain why that happened that way. But you do not have to, no one's going to make you sell. With our company, the only requirement is that you have to purchase $200 worth of retail products, so the max like $200 like sticker price, over a 6-month period in order to stay active. And that just means that you basically just didn't sign up and then never ordered. So it's $200 over a 6-month period, and if you're buying, let's see, that's what, not even 4 full starter collections. That's like 2 starter collections and I don't know, 3 or 4 extra colors. So that's really nothing at all, and that's over a 6-month, half a year, right? So that's not a big deal at all to do that. There are never any meetings or trainings that you're required to go to. There's no sales minimum. You're not required to sell a certain amount. You're not required to sign up people underneath you. There are literally no requirements other than just placing a $200 order over a 6-month period, and that can be, you could order something this month and you could wait 3 months, order a couple other things, and then hit your 200, and that's totally fine. So it doesn't have to be 200 all at once. No big deal. And there's never any pressure from anybody to buy, for you to buy products from the company. That is how people make, so I'm not going to go into commission too much, but in short, the person that you sign up under does get a commission off of you, a small commission, but it does not come out of, like, you're not paying for that in any way. That never affects you whatsoever. That comes from Senegence corporate. So there's never any pressure whatsoever. And if anyone ever did in my team, I would make sure that did not happen again. My team does not do that, and neither do my uplines, the gals that I signed up under, the people they signed up under. We are not people, like, we do not pressure people to purchase. That is your decision. I do not like telling people how to spend their money, and my girls don't like doing that either. So that's the first option. The second option, everything that I mentioned already, plus you can actively and purposefully put yourself out there to make sales, to sell to people. You can do that in a variety of different ways. You could have a customer Facebook group or a VIP group on Facebook. You can do arts and crafts shows. You could do in-home demos. You can, what else did I write down? Facebook parties are huge, especially right now. Word of mouth. I've had people purchase just because their sister bought for me. And I also, as you can see here, I drew an eye and I drew like half a lip on my hand, and I will just go through the drive-through. I'll grab my drink out of there. I'll hand them my card, and they'll be like, "What's on your hand? What is that?" "Oh, look, it's lipstick. It doesn't come off." People ask about it all the time, all over the place, everywhere I go, and I hand out my card. They join my Facebook group, and then I do sales out of that. So that is me purposely making the decision that I want to sell. So I'm going to put myself in situations where I can make those sales, and you do not have to do that. That is option 2, right? So going back up to option 1, like I told you already, I signed up, was not planning on it. I said, oh, sure, I'll sell to a couple of my friends from my mommy group, and I will maybe sell to like my grandma and my sister, my neighbor. That's about it. I wasn't really like, I was thinking, cool, I'll get like a 20% discount and maybe I'll make a little more, or hey, maybe I'll make enough just so that my sales will pay for my own makeup. So I'm not spending any money out of my own pocket for my own makeup. And it did not turn out whatsoever like that. I'm making a profit now. And I've got a team, which is amazing. And that's a whole other topic that you do or do not have to do. 100% up to you. No one's going to pressure you to do that. So that's kind of the 2 options that you can do when you sign up. And like I said, it's like $63, $64, something like that. And I can get you the exact number if you want it down to the penny. And that's in Michigan. So if you live in Alaska or Canada, Hawaii, Australia, Puerto Rico, they have extra shipping cost, just as an FYI, because it's a little further than just the 48 United States. Okay, so if you're most likely, someone's mentioned to you having a launch party. That is highly recommended for a couple different reasons. Whether you choose option 1 or option 2, this is a great way to let your friends and family know without posting it all over your personal profile on Facebook or being pushy or crazy or anything. You can have a Facebook party, and that's a launch party, and it's basically just announcing, hey, I'm a distributor now for SeneGence, and I can get your products for you. Did you know there are a lot of people that have never heard about LipSense, and the second they hear about it, they're like, oh my gosh, that's crazy, does it really work? And they're not going to believe a stranger. If I went and told your friends on Facebook that I've never met and they've never heard of me, they aren't going to really necessarily want to buy from me, but they're going to want to buy from you because they've seen LipSense on your lips, and they believe you and they trust you. And so if you have a launch party and you just post a picture of, look, or even a video's way better. Video does 1,000 times better than just a picture. But look, if you just go like this and you say, hey, look, here's a picture of me this morning at 7 a.m. when I put it on. Here's a picture of me at 3 o'clock. Look, it doesn't come off. It's still beautiful. People go crazy over that, especially grandmas for some reason. So you can, you don't have to do a lot of work. You really don't have to do anything other than just comment on everything that your upline posts in that launch party group. And the launch party is made 100% by your upline, by your sponsor, by the girl that talked to you about this and wants to help you do this. So she's going to do all the work for you, or he. I'm sure there's going to be a guy eventually on our team. They'll do all the work for you. They're going to set up the party. They're going to post everything for you, and it's just going to be really simple and easy, to the point. And you just have to invite your friends. That's literally it. Invite your friends and comment on the different posts, and stay active during the party, which is usually like a 3 to 4 hour period on a night that works out for you and the gal that talked to you about it. So this is a great way to get sales for your first order. When you sign up, and I don't know how long this is going for, SeneGence has specifically said they're going to do this for as long as they are able to. I'm not exactly sure what that means, just being upfront with you, but definitely for at least a couple of months, it sounds like. They are going to be allowing, so if you place an order for $600 worth of product, that's the sticker price, right? $600 worth of product, you're going to get that at half off, which means you're only going to pay $300 for that $600 worth of product. So what we want to do to help you start off, kickstart your business is we want to help you get to that $300 order. I'm going to break it down just a little bit for you with numbers so that it's just really plain and simple, so you know exactly what you're in for, because I personally want to have all the information in front of me before I agree to do something. So like I said, it's $300 out of pocket for the product that you're purchasing, which is $600 in retail. To get there, let me back up. So it's $300, right? With tax, sales tax, and your shipping cost, it's going to be exactly I didn't write down the exact number, $356 and a couple cents. I don't remember the exact, but it's less than $357, and that's in Michigan, where our sales tax is 6%. So if you live in a different state, it might be a little bit different, but shipping usually is around $11 to $14 usually. So $356, that's the number we want to get to if you live in Michigan and you're wanting to do your launch party and you don't want to spend any money out of pocket. And that is what I highly recommend. I do not believe in going into debt, and most of the gals on my team feel that way as well. And I think it's just a really great way. So if you can afford to spend money out of pocket so that you have product available for your customers, that's awesome. But most people don't, and so that's how we want to basically help you get to that $356 so that you can place your first order at 50% off. So to do that, all you would need is, I wrote down 3 different examples here. 7 starter collections. You sell 7 starter collections, that's going to get you all the money you need. You'll sell those products to the people that purchased from your launch party, which your upline did for you. She put all that together for you, right? And she basically made the sales for you. And all you have to do is process their payments. Super easy, which I'll mention in just a second. So 7 starter collections, 7 people that have not bought LipSense before. That is not that hard, I promise. Mom, sister, best friend, there's 3 right there, right? And then you always get just random people that you haven't talked to in a while that want to order because they're like, oh, this is crazy. So 7 starter collections, or a different example would be 5 starter collections with 1 starter collection where the person ordered an extra color. So they got 2 colors, an oops, and a gloss, and then 5 other people ordered 1 starter collection. A third example is 4 starter collections. So 4 new customers, and then 2 other customers purchase the starter collection with 1 extra color each. So those are just 3 different examples of ways that it's really not that hard to do it. If you can get 4 people to buy just a starter collection, and then 2 people to buy a starter collection and an extra color with their order, boom, you're done. You got your 356 or more, because I did the math here for you. So 7 starter collections, really, that's what, if you think about that, you just need 7 brand new people to order, or roughly that. So $356, that's without out of pocket, not out of pocket, and your upline's going to do all the work for you, so it's really not that bad. If you purchase below that, it's 40% off. So if you purchase below that $600 worth of retail product, it's only 40% off. So I just wanted to mention that in there. So, so one thing that you do need to do before your launch party, or even on the day of your launch party, get either PayPal or Square, or there's the Cash app is what it's called, or Venmo. And then you just basically would sign it up. I recommend doing it a few days before, because usually you need to verify it with your bank, so they deposit like a couple cents into your bank account, and then they withdraw it the next day after you verified, yes, this is my bank account. I do want the money to go from PayPal to my bank account, and it's real easy that way. But what I do recommend, and sometimes it happens a different way, but what I do recommend is that these orders all come in through your launch party, right? Then you are going to, and your upline's going to help you with all of this, I promise. But you're going to process all those payments. So you're going to send an invoice or a payment request to each of those people and say, hey, I'm going to place my order on such and such date, and I just need you to go ahead and pay this. And people are like, oh, perfect, I'll go ahead and do that right now. And then it's easy peasy, all set. So So that's pretty much it for when you first sign up. Those are our two options, and I kind of just wanted to go through a little bit of like answering commonly asked questions when it comes to signing up and you're just doing the discount. Whether or not you're doing the discount or you're doing this purposefully and you plan on making like big bucks out of this, that's awesome. Either way, I highly recommend that you do a launch party because this is going to get your name out there. If somebody thinks of LipSense, you want them to think of you, even if you are just doing this for the discount, because that means the next time you place your order, they are going to have an order in with you already, and you're going to say, hey, sure, I'll get you that, whatever, blue, red LipSense, and you can order that with your next order. They're going to give you that money for it, and you're going to keep a profit of that between, I'm trying to do math in my head here, between 20 and 50% of that order you are going to keep. So it's just a really great way, whether or not you're planning on doing this as an actual business or if you just want to do it for the discount, that is totally fine. I have people that do that, and I mean, hey, who doesn't want a discount on their makeup and their LipSense and their skincare? That's awesome, right? So you can get your products, again, between 20 and 50% off, depending on how much you're ordering at that time. And I would be more than happy to answer any other questions that you have, whether or not whether or not you sign up under me directly, if you haven't already signed up. But if someone sent you this video other than myself, feel free to reach out to them. There's a reason they reached out and sent this to you, because they believe that this is something that would work really well for you. And yeah, so if you have any questions, again, talk to your gal or shoot me a message. My name is Jeanette Stevenson. I'm more than happy to answer whether or not you end up signing up, and no pressure whatsoever. And if anyone's giving you pressure, let me know, because I will take care of that for you, okay? Thank you so much for watching.